Shut up, Meg.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Stop right there.
Alright. I think everything's working. Probably. Oh, that's what I didn't put the microphone outside. Oh well. Sorry, no microphone outside for the Twitchians. Oh yeah, you can see that. Alright. Anyway. What's up everybody? How are we doing on this well, pretty kinda rainy Wednesday over here anyway? But I decided to work inside, so we'll see how that goes the rest of the week. Anyway, we got some early shower-uppers. Joe Russ, Frankie78. Why does this sound so wrong? I don't know. Does it sound normal to y'all? Because it sounds weird to me. Brian Antoine, Delta Mike, what's up, buddy? Don't worry, we all get tired. Mr. S, Andy P, I think I said Frankie. Why does... Huh, okay. Sorry. Pancake Man, Lock Watcher, someone bloody random, all kinds of stuff skipping around. What's up, Norman? C2S. Delta, Chris, I think I got a bunch, everybody. Got good, so everything sounds normal. Okay. All right. JSS, that's all right, man. Sometimes life is life. Do your thing. Make sure you're just taking care of yourself. It's just in with Kill. I'm like, yeah, I was watching that a little bit on and off. It's been playing on my phone. At least it's not Tractor Simulator anymore, so that's good. All right. So tonight's plan, we'll stick with the engine a little more. I'm not positive we'll get to the point of trying to start it, but we'll I'll have to see where I am with the wiring on it. Yeah. Cause yeah. Anyway, all right. So yeah, I got to see where I am with the wiring on that, and then we'll go from there. So I guess we'll get going with a Verta Therma Woofle. Burp. Where's the button? There's the button. Weird. All right. Favorite here. Number one. One for Freddy. Set chat on fire. And clean the cobweb. Not that they actually have enough time to actually like build up, but you know. Okay, let me check one thing here. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, sorry, checking something on the sound back here. Anything else to do? Oh, I got cheered. I didn't do a toast yet. Cheers, everybody, for showing up. Anyway, all right, up Jack Attack. Got a whole 1/4 inch first rain in almost 1.5 months. Burn ban right now. Yeah, we haven't been getting much rain here, but I don't know that there's been any fire restrictions. Which, once we get into the fall, we're definitely going to. We're definitely going to sort out an outdoor stream because, like, there's so much shit to burn off now. Like, I have entire bushes back there. I'm gonna have to chop up and burn off. So, yeah. All right. Anyway, let's get to the engine. That one? That's the one. All right. I got water over there already. All right. Bring this way there, butter. You all right? All right. Okay. So this is the one I picked up. It said high torque and high speed. I don't know anything about these. So we got to get the engine mount off. That's right. Because that is in the way. Now, what am I leaning on? The header. That's fine. It's way easier when it's not on the plate. Is that Fama? Oh, I already said what's up. Brr. Need a on the Kaizen on the yeah, actually. Hey, you know what? That should be the yeah, it should be one of the first things I print on the printer, a big plastic one. Come on, wires. God damn. I got the mini mat down in case this leaks or whatever. I don't want to get like coolant, too much coolant on the mat under it because that stuff just is horrible once it gets into a like a mat like this. A lot of times it'll soak in just enough to make a weird, slippery, unpleasant spot. How do you pronounce Pussifer? Asks Chris. I could tell you how to pronounce Pussifer, but then I'd be letting out a secret. So I will not tell you how you pronounce Pussifer. I mean, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Why did I just put these over there? These don't go there, you asshole. Not you, Chris. You're not there. You donut. Hey, I donut too. Oh, okay. Forgot to prepare the volcano. Oh, yeah. There you go. Bonk. Can I get that with this? Little tight, which is, you know, as it should be. That's right. I didn't put that. Oh no, I took that one out for because of the grounds cable was attached to it. Why was the computer cold? It left its windows open. Golly gee. Are you sure? Because, you know, usually if you leave a computer's windows open, it'll be more prone to overheat and get cold. Especially if you got, like, Chrome running. Just sitting there and going with all the memory. I mean, Brave's only a little better, but... Did you check the starter works? No. Guess we could do that. This one is in such an asshole location. because it is blocked by the header. Easy. I think maybe we'll leave this bolt out. Because it is very difficult to reach, and it's not like we're doing a whole lot of high torque stuff. I mean, we're not even can't even get the goddamn thing to run. There we go. Alright. There's a little bit of antifreeze right there. What? Okay. What did that just fall out of? Oh, that's, yeah, they were stuck to the starter, the magnet. Alright, and I believe this is our best option. What's more than 2 tabs in Firefox? Oh, Firefox. I used that for like a few months. Way back in the day. I may have been a little too early of an adopter because like nothing supported anything. Well, not much. How did I torque these down? I don't remember what I used to get. It may have been this. But I need to get some more oomph on there. I don't want to break this. Okay. Oh shit! I just ripped the spark plug wire off. That'll help. Not like they're hard to repair. Come on, baby. Just you can't get a grip on it because of, you know, the engine itself is in the way. I don't think I have any extension. Yeah. Yeah, we can destroy this Flexi extension real quick. These are really good for anything except anything that requires torque. But every once in a while, you get at least one good one out of them. Yeah, I ain't doing shit. It's slipping inside the joint. Okay. How about if we do this, and then we do that? We do that. Should be long enough. Oh, guess that's what we'll use next time. 5,000 adapters, can't be wrong. All right, you little asshole. Time for an electric. Let me go grab one of the Milwaukees out of the van. Okay, this does have... Looks like it'll probably work. Alright, let's see. No. Yeah. No idea what size. Oh, it's probably metric. Let's see. Yeah. Don't Charlotte's Web. Mr. S, everything. There was explosion. Some hot girls came in to put out Scrufdog. Is that too big or is that just loose as shit? Yeah, no hot chicks here, that's for sure. Okay. Guessing it's probably got, yeah, it's got red Loctite on it. Okay. Not really. Oop. Okay, that's out. There's only one. So how difficult are these straight up pressed on, or are they supposed to be able to like pop on and off? Do anybody? Like, I know some people know about these motors. Because it seems press fit even with the unless that red Loctite got in there. No. There we go. The other concern is that they crank this in so tight that it divoted the shaft. And if I pry up, I do believe the gear is moving and not destroying stuff. Although it, yeah, it definitely moved a little bit. I went a little farther that time. Let's put some Pew oil on there, see if that does anything. It's kind of thin. But it does look like we'll be able to remove. Remember, every tool has a hammer side. You just gotta find it. Alright, that's pretty much there. I think I just need to apply something else. Here. I got this. Can we keep going here? No, not really. We're gonna kind of go with this. Huh? Like it's almost there. Let's see. Come on, I've done this kind of shit before. Actually, this will probably work better. That's that side. Like, how fucking damn? Look at this bing bong. Yeah. We're getting there. Ooh, that might be able to wiggle off the rest of the way. All right. Okay. Since I know I kind of got a little go ahead and clean this up a little bit here. I know I got a little bit of tool marking on it, but that's okay. Firing up. Oh yeah, soldering iron. Good call. Take the oily rag off of it first, of course. Thank you there, Andy. Ball peened on you. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay. There's some big goddamn magnets in these things. Alright. Ain't gonna push that too far away because we may need to use it again, I suppose. Alright. Okay. As far as that's got a red stain on it, I'm assuming that means positive. This was set in there like that. Which put the positive right next to the post. So if I put this together, this was those screws out. Calm down, magnets. Okay, so that bolted up like that. That put the positive down there, which sucked. So these motors are centered. Ooh, they're centered, but their screw heads are offset. So this will only go on one way. Maybe. Yeah. Well, no, I can still flip it around. Okay. So that should put the positive out here, which makes sense because then the negative, which will almost be leaning against the frame, will be in a much safer place. Oh yeah, I still haven't tested it. Hold on. Is there going to be an easy way to do this before I solder? I need to get some test lead, like miscellaneous test leads up here. Maybe we'll do another test lead night where I just stream me making test leads. Christ, we did that a couple years ago. I'll just do this. Let me get this mounted. Well, get that out of the way. Top of the hour. Oh, yeah, shit. Hold on. Everything's still working. The mouse just clicked, and I have no idea where it was. There it is. Polish that shaft. Yeah, you know. It's a good day on a weekend. Top of the hour, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out for this continued project. Oh, good. Now we have to get this gear off, which has no pry room. Mm. Isn't that just special? All right, so that set screw is for this gear. Might as well put it back in it. That way it's a little bit heavier if I have to use it to throw at somebody, because that's pretty much all it would ever get used for. And that's too small. Dang, my shop is clean, and now I can't find some critical items I need. Going to have to order them. Oh, that's a shame. Have to get extra parts. Wow, I think it's like actually loose. Hmm. All right. Oh, good. They are at least the same size shaft. Come on, magnet. All right. So, guess that we won't do the final on the set screw. Okay, I guess that'll just stay on there for now. Where's the gearing? So we put positive there. That would mean putting this like this. Let me push that down a little more. Yeah. That should be good. That's got good alignment. That's a little too low. And I could get totally nerd out here and get like feeler gauges and shit, but I ain't that worried about it. Basically just as low as you can get it without it hitting the housing. That way you have as much engagement on this gear and the gearbox gear. Okay, so what just failed? Maybe this is a standard. Oh yeah. Oh, that's tight. That is so tight. Okay. Positive up. Night vision goggle. What is the other night vision? What in the world? Why is it got? Is that like one of those custom emoji things or something? Like a toiga. Always. I wonder if this is. I just thought of that. Are these housings even threaded? Or does that happen when you do the screw? Let's see. Not see shit with that little light. Damn. Not a thread in sight. That bitch is smooth bore. Like an inaccurate rifle, baby. Alright, so we have to make it work. Let's get a little shorter there. Yeah, might as well. I don't want to have to unthread this. I'd rather just get it in there and call it good. Assuming that can happen. I'm gonna have to, like, find self-cutting screws, ain't I? Like, are we kidding? Is this normal? Like, do I need to find a little fucking tap and die for this? Does this thread into the other hole? Nope. They're all the same size. There's no threads in them. This is not a self-cutting style thread. Do they even make self-cutters this small? Like, I don't have any tap and dies in here. I ain't gonna have a fucking tap for that little bitch. God damn it. That's right, I managed to, like, put it back together, but it just didn't work. And apparently I need a very short and tiny tap for this. And I'm pretty sure these are metric. These are, anyway. So I'm going to have to verify that. I can do that. Well, yeah, these all came in, well, yeah, this might be a little different, though. It probably is, like, what, 2mm metric? Let's see here. Oh, this is 3mm. Alright. About 3mm. Let's see. Where are the block screws? Let's see if these thread into the block, because I know the block screws are metric. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have to get a metric. Looks like a 3. I'll verify that. Stay with your stuff. I'll verify that size. See, I'd have to go into the instruction manual. Find the part number for the engine mount screws and see what thread they're listed as. That's going to take a little bit. Okay. Well, we're not going to be starting this today. There's the bearings on it. Well, pretty good. I guess that kind of makes sense because you're going to have different shit to put in here, but it seems kind of like if you drill it for that size, you kind of, just thread the damn thing while you're playing with the magnets. Because I know all the tiny taps I have out in the van, they've done lost. Like, I don't have much for taps in the van anymore. Usually if something like that happens, I just go out and get it, or I have thread files, but I mean, obviously I can't thread file that. Might be 3.5. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna look up the instructions to see what the motor mount screws are, because that threaded into the motor mount. I guess let's make sure the motor mount threads into the old housing as a double checky. Okay, well, at least we know this thing's got some fantastic magnets in it. There it is. Let's see if this threads into. Yeah, like that's exactly that. Okay, so whatever these are, they are the same. The starter mount bolts are larger. Alright, well, I mean, we got the soldering iron hot, and we're all sitting here. So I might as well at least get this desoldered. I can solder on the new stuff. Oh, yeah. Engines, like, I feel like this fucking channel's cursed. Like, I really feel like Saturday or Wednesday nights are just cursed. So, Engine DIY. Told you I was going to email them last week. Well, I did. They emailed me back and said, I was like, hey, it's been like 2 weeks. Any idea when you're going to ship that out? And they're like, and I get a reply back like 2 days later. Oh, hey, yeah, we forgot to tell you that one of the kits is discontinued, but we're on holiday, so we'll get back with you. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And I get back from holiday, and I'm like, can I just cancel that one and ship the one you got so we can move this along? I'm like, oh no, just go ahead and pick something else out. I'm like, this is great. Like, I can't do a fucking thing with an engine on this goddamn channel. Like, holy shit. Like, are there any good company? Like, should I just buy them off of Amazon? Is that the only way I'm going to get one time, maybe with some parts and a warranty, or what? Like, this is fucking, like, as much of a hobby as this is talked up and shit online. And everyone's like, oh yeah, they're two of the best. Really? What the fuck do the worst fucking shops, like, what do the worst shops have? How do they handle shit? Because, oh my god. I mean, I'm already getting toilet customer service from both fucking companies, and that's the best. Maybe we're in the wrong hobby. Fucking hell. Ugh. Why, hold on. There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah, I need a wet wipe here. Solder the screw positions. Instructions, part number 11, metric 3x6. Thank you, Jack Attack. So I will order a metric 3 tap. I guess once you're that small, there's, I guess the pitches are pretty obvious. If need be, I'll just order 2 or whatever. But all right. Thank you, sir. Got fired from the gym because I couldn't bench 30 pounds. Had to put in my 2-week notice. Oh boy. Oh, this is a cutting mat, not a soldering mat. So, yeah, it melts. Okay. All right. So keep that in mind. This a cutting mat melts. So I don't think we're going to need that much solder there, Chief. I missed anything? I don't think so. All right. A little wet. All right. Over there. Grab fucking. I feel like every time I move this motor, the goddamn magnets in it are changing the planetary fucking rotation. Jesus. Suck it up. Alright. So once this is on there, this would preferably come down a little bit just to help clear everything. Okay. And this one is really close to that, but if it comes straight out, it'll clear it. Still be very close, but it doesn't matter because it's just ground anyway. Ah. Yeah. Fucking magnets, man. Magnets, man. Can I get to this? I'm just going to have to keep it at an angle. Good God. I got to get close enough to get the iron on there enough to do something. That corner, there you go. All right. Melty mat, yes. This, I don't know if this is actually high. This is probably just a cutting mat too. I don't think that's a solder mat. Yeah, it melts too. Yeah. Okay. I did it over there. That way I don't have to look at it every day. You know how that goes. Zoop. Okay. That off. Burp a little bit. That away. Just kind of get a little organized here. That's how I am at work too. I'll get to the point where there's just too many tools out, and I'm like, no, we gotta stop. Too much shit. Can't find a fucking thing. Everything's in the way. I mean, and that's a yellow too, so that's got plenty of uses left on it. Alright, all those screws. Yeah, they're gonna have to hang out with each other for a little while. Because that's some of the mount stuff. That's mount stuff. That's the gear we don't need. We'll just put that in the tray over there. Let's move this over here. Move that there. Here. There. Okay. This little fella here. Sit, Ubu, sit. Alright, let's see if we can make it dance. Woo. New follower. Appreciate that, Rico, man. Let's see, let's see if this thing jumps. Woo! Wow. Yeah, that's, that just ran right up my arm and off my lap. So that's got some juice to it. That'll either help start the engine or propel it to the fucking moon. But then again, we don't know how fast the other one was spinning, so it may be just fine. But that works. Oh, it's just a goddamn shame that that isn't fucking threaded. I don't have any tools that came with threads, do I? Or tabs. That didn't, that doesn't. That's another fucking measury thing. What just bing bong? Give a toast. Cheers, everybody. What's up, Dutch Tours? How you doing? Good to see you. And cheers, everybody, again. Oh, that anywhere. Okay. Well, I don't have a magic wand to put threads in this fucking thing. I don't have threads. Yeah, I'm actually got the, I mean, you know, I've been fixing forklifts and cars and shit for like, how the fuck old am I? 48? 30, 30 fucking years. And I've only owned like 2 tap sets, and they, one metric and one standard. Now they're down to like 3 or 4. I guess I need to buy one anyway. Okay. So I'll order not just a metric 3. I'll order a whole fucking set. Okay. Alright. So, but we're going to need to... Let's do this while I'm cleaning up. I mean, at least we got one of them from Engine DIY. And, like, it showed up relatively quick. I was very hopeful that, you know, everything was going to be fine. A couple minutes. But apparently I'm the asshole. Thinking... you just can't really get... down. Customer service is completely gone nowadays. This little guy. Stay. Oh, yeah, this guy goes here. This guy goes there. I think that's the other way around. Okay. These go in the back. And where did we put that one? I feel like Jack Attack has something to do with this. As we've discussed before, he does like to sneak over and hide shit and move stuff when nobody's looking. Is that stuck in something? Like I'm really pretty sure, like I know I pulled that out. Not on here. It's not on the adapters. Like pushed over here maybe? I guess I'll have to look for that one. I think I know it's here. I was just using it like today and yesterday. Alright. It's not in there. Okay. Not in there. Not in that thing. Okay. Colder. But what? My girlfriend saw me buying 2 handguns from a T-Rex and said, what the hell? And I said, he's my small arms dealer. Oh my god. Stuck on motor? Not that one. Not that. I mean, good, you know, good call, but no. I'll find it. I couldn't have gone too far. There are a lot of magnets in this room, though, so. Alright. How's this? I think, yeah, that feels wet. These back over here. So we need to keep these specifically in a spot. And then the rest of this junk in a spot. Hey. Okay. Let's take a little overflow canister. In there. Some of that is engine mount screws too. So I want to keep these two separate. That's liquidy. At least that works. It's moving, that's cool. Spitball in there. And how loud is that on the microphone? Kinda loud, huh? Okay, so that's junk. That we gotta put the gearbox on. This there. Tomorrow I should be finally getting around to getting the pegboard up. Noisy. See, I wouldn't mind like having something like this running in the background, but even if I put it way behind me, I'll still be hearing this racket for like 3 hours. Alright, maybe we'll find one that's not quite as noisy. Or we'll get advanced on this shit and figure out how to like see if there's a way to regulate the speed on the cheap or something. Ooh, engine mounts. Spacer. Because they couldn't fucking just make no, what? Use Sterling to power the starter. Oh my god. Wait, I don't know that Sterling would fit in the room. I'm wondering what the hell happened to that other Allen key. Unless I'm missing another one? What is this size? That is 2.5. That is 2.5. This is 3.5. Okay, I am missing a 3. Yeah, I know it's around. I think that's common as shit. Just gotta figure out where it went. Is it in here? What you do on the stream? We watch Scruff look for a fucking metric 3. What an asshole. Wow. We're gonna need something to do next week that may or may not involve this. Actually, I know what we can do now. No, wait, that ain't gonna work. Never mind. Sorry. Boop. I think this is just gonna be a short fucking stream because of that thing and this thing. Like I just don't know why it wouldn't be pre-threaded. Let me check some hardware. Hold on. Where is that? Hello? Whoa. Meow. 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 Oop. Alright. And the hardware I have is not self-tapping. Like that big little packet I have. So that is of no help to us. Helicopter? Which helicopter? The one outside, or the Sterling helicopter? I think they actually have a Sterling helicopter. I don't know that it flies, but I think it spins. So they don't just need really deep. Sure that they're just not really deep threaded. Not much point to punch a hole if they're not threaded in a motor like that. What's I'm feeling like maybe they expect there to be different types of, like maybe there's something else, but that it's not very thick. If you can, like the steel, it's like you can, if I shine the light, I can see the entire piece because there's just not much. I don't know how good we'll be able to see. I mean, you can see that it's not very thick. And there are definitely no threads in there. It is just paint and scratches. Like the things over here that look almost like threads, that's just from where I scratched it. But it is smooth as in there. That's why I can only assume that maybe some things use standard, maybe some use metric, so they don't thread them. I mean, that's something I'll keep in mind if I got to replace this again, to see if they have pre-threaded ones. But nah, that's smooth as shit. And I scraped the paint off of this trying to get it on there, and there's nothing there. Like no threads at all. It's not like the paint's too thick. I mean, it's probably anodized. So I'll Google that later to see if that's normal or if maybe this is like was supposed to be threaded and it's not. But I mean, that's either way, that's where we're at. Because like you look at this one, the threads are very obvious that these have threads. There's nothing on this. I didn't buy like the cheapest one. I just bought what seemed to be a mid-grade one, so I don't know. Computers are full of M3 threads, aren't they? I don't know. I don't actually know what thread size that is. I just know it usually just takes a screwdriver. Dremel a slot in an M3 and screw it in? Well, can't always just screw it in with a Dremel, but I know where you're going. I've done similar, but I don't know that that would necessarily work on something that small. As have to be a little precise with that one to get, especially to get the taper right. But yeah, I've made my own self tappers with a grinder, but that's usually like quarter or 5/16 half, or aka 6, 8, 10, 12 millimeter threads. All right, that's turned off. Good. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to call this a short fucking stream. It seems to be happening a lot with this engine. Yeah, I don't even have any. Like, I have no indoor taps either. I'm just trying to think, like, where could it... Hot glue and 2.5. Probably wouldn't work. Be interesting to try, but just too much of a pain in the ass to sort out when it didn't work. Why is that so low? Yeah, that's better. Sticking with that earlier. Shove it in. Well, I mean, you can do that, but you got to spit on it first. However, I don't think spitting on this is really going to do much for us. Some of that cutting oil may help when we thread this. It's going to be just long enough to get that tap in there before it hits the fucking guts, too. That's weird. Yeah, I'm going to look that up to see if that's normal or if I've been shafted. Antifreeze. Alright. A wood screw would go in. Oh, yeah, there's lots of screws that would go in. It's just they're not going to be quite what we're looking for. Alright. Let's grab that. Over there. And that's there. Let's see. Let me go here. What just happened? Swing it over. Alright. That up. That's there. Everything's where it should be. Alright. Ram it in, pound it in, shove it in, press it in, push it in, slam it in. Are we talking about the engine or are we like working on a song here? Because it sounds like half the music I hear nowadays. Not listen to, just hear. Alright. Actually, let's see. While we're all here, let's see how much tap and die set. Let's see. Metric, tap, and die set. Metric, tap, and die set. And SAE. On sale. I don't really care about that. That's some generic one. That's the same generic one. There's the same generic one, just 1/2. 110 piece tap and die set, metric die, rethreading, thread chaser for cutting enter. That's all metric stuff. I don't need all that. Jesus Christ. All right, what's this one all about right here? Is it metric 2.5? Jack Attack looked the instructions up to check and it was metric 3. So what sizes are in you? Not you, Chris. It would be nice if you gave a thread index. Like, Any kind of an inventory there, Chief? It contains a bunch of stuff. Right, right. No, like it literally does not tell you anywhere what actual sizes are there. But they're apparently industrial grade. Let me scan through the pictures. See if there's an indication. How about that picture? Can I get like way up in there? Like that might be a 3. Like what the fuck is that? Let's say, well, it has a metric, an M3, is that 0.5? A metric 3, 0.6. I'm guessing we have the 0. Which one's the fine thread? I don't know how metric works. Never actually paid much attention to it. I'm guessing, yeah, I actually don't know how thread pitch works on metric, because in standard, you just give the fucking number of how many threads there are, because, like, that's difficult. At least there's one thing that you can't fuck up. Alright, well, that's got metric shit in it, so that should work. 17 tabs. Oh, it does have standard in there as well. Alright, let me just go ahead and put that on the list. Let me put that on Pew 2 lists, because that's the one I've been looking at lately. M3 1.0. M3 is 0.8 millimeter. That's the thread pitch. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like in standard, it's like half 20. It's half inches, and there's 20 threads in an inch. I don't understand the point, I don't understand how thread pitch works in millimeter. Like I know I did at some point, but I don't think about it enough, so I guess my brain's deleted it. But yeah, I'll get that one. That'll work. That's got metric 3 in it. Unless I find something that comes with like 2 that's a comparable price. But I'll look for that. Actually, let me click on this one real quick. This is the same thing. This starts metric 3. I'm guessing anything under 3 is probably specialty. Wouldn't hurt to have. What if I just type M2? Metric tap and die sets. This comes up with all the same. Oh, wait a minute. Tap and die set includes metric. Although this is just metric. Oh. That comes with 1. Oh, then it comes with 1. All right, dealing with that. Okay. I build castles, yet tear down mountains, make some men blind and others see. What am I? I don't know. A Hummer? A metric 3 thread has a standard or coarse pitch of 0.5 millimeters and a fine pitch of 0.35. Maybe I was reading that wrong then. All right. Metric is the distance between the threads. Standard is so 0.5 millimeter on. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess once you start getting in the millimeters, 0.5. Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, I guess that does make sense on that. I think I forget how small a fucking millimeter is sometimes. I need to work with metric a little bit more. Oh, it is 0.5 millimeter, just going by memory. All right. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and call that here then, I guess, now that we're finishing up with our tool talk. Sorry for the short stream. We'll see what happens next week. I'll see if I can deal with these dill holes at Engine DIY after the stream, and I guess I'll pick another kit and see if they can fucking send me something and go from there. Dinner tonight, fried chicken and mashed potatoes and corn. That's what we're going with tonight. Late tonight, probably spaghetti. Official dude report, he's chilling. Him and, I've been letting, poofers in, you know, the gray vacuum cleaner. Yes, homemade. I've been letting poofers in to hang out with him. And like I said, they're like, she was asleep last night. She was asleep on my arm. He was asleep on my leg. And then he came over and was like, while she was sleeping, was like sniffing at her and actually started to like lick her paws, like cleaning her kind of thing. But then she kind of flinched and he flinched and like the moment was over. But they're, no, I mean, I'm not expecting them to be best friends, but they're learning to tolerate each other. Oh, 14 TPI would be a 1/14th. Gotcha. Yeah. Now I get what that is. Like I said, I just sometimes forget how fucking small a millimeter is. And then once you start getting into decimals, that's really rough. But, alright. Well. Oh, and just for those, just to, yeah. Every once in a while, the video encoder, apparently it does max out every once in a while. Though it typically stays around 80%. Alright. Random bit of knowledge. So, a new engine kit. Yeah, one they apparently have, and now I gotta pick another one because they won't just fucking send the one they have or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go look around, see what I can find for, you know, like, what was that, like $55, and just have them send me something else. Hopefully we can get it here fucking soon. So, actually, I'll look around too for quiet Sterling style engines as well. See if anyone has found one that we could just kind of let run in the background. But we're gonna delete that. Okay. So anyway, calling that night. No MRE stream tomorrow, but if I get this stuff done, I might do a surrounded stream. Depending on what time I get all this, I get the project done, but I may end up just working on the project all night too. So we'll see. But either way, yeah, wait. It's not MRE. We did MRE last week, right? Yeah, because I haven't gotten a reminder for the thumb yet. Last Prime Day for your kit. What kit? What Prime Day? I mean, I'm probably going to have to order some from Amazon to get them here. Yeah, actually, that's what I'll do. I'll send Engine DIY. I'll say, well, just send me this one or whatever. See what the fuck they say. And then I'll go ahead and see if I can find some to order off of Amazon to get them here. But MRE was last week, wasn't it? Pretty sure. Yeah, it was because I just took the tray out of the dishwasher. So that was last week. So no MRE this week. All right. Well, I'll talk to everybody sometime between now and Saturday. And appreciate you hanging out and putting up with all this nonsense. And oh, it's Prime Day today. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll take a look. Yeah, good call if I can find some today, actually. Okay. Anyway. No pancakes. Tisk, tisk. All right, so lock watchers are going to be banned from the next stream, possibly. If you ain't bringing the pancakes, man, you ain't bringing it. Like, I don't know what's up with that. But I'll talk to everybody later. Scrufdog, appreciate you hanging out. Be groovy to each other, and I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya.